So here we go. And Rona, if you can put your phone on mute, that'd be awesome. Appreciate it. Okay, so what you're going to learn today is step 6 out of my 9-step plan. This plan I developed and I rolled it out last spring, called the Slim, Strong, and Sexy Forever program. So I'm just going to turn this down. There we go. Sorry, one sec. Thanks, Rona. Yeah, so this is step 6 out of a 9-step plan, which it's all designed to help you lose those 20 or more pounds, get you slimmer, get you stronger, and help you feel sexy forever, okay? And I did talk a little bit about myself. I'm a clinical nutritionist. I do get asked about multi-level marketing. I do not do multi-level marketing. I am a professional nutritionist, and I don't follow that track. No, I'm trained by doctors. They are my mentors, and similar to a naturopathic doctor, but I focus on nutrition and detox, and my focus is on metabolic health. So those that are looking to burn fat, build muscle, look and feel 10 years younger, they come to me to get results that last a lifetime. And I've helped over tens of thousands by over 21 years, so many busy people, men and women, lose weight but keep it off for life. And these were busy women. These were moms. These are moms with careers. I mean, they were busy. They weren't getting results. But when you can do the right things, you can. And so I have developed a 9-step plan. And today you're going to learn all about how to sculpt and shape your body to get that, to burn the belly fat so that you can feel proud walking around in your bikini or any kind of outfit you're wearing. It's all going to look good if your midsection is something that you're proud of, okay? So I'm going to go straight into step 6, which is how we're going to sculpt and shape our bodies to burn the body fat, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to, first of all, talk about the struggles that I see most busy people make when trying to burn the belly fat or slim down, and they're not getting results. So these are the 3 most important mistakes, okay? The first one is most of them think that it takes a long time or an hour a day to work out to get that flat belly or burn the belly fat or slim down and keep it off for life. So they don't start. They think it takes a lot of time to get this body or this type of body, so they don't start. They get frustrated. I don't have that kind of time is what I hear a lot of. I'm a busy person. I have very little time, okay? So that is one mistake, because here's the thing. If you do the right things, it would only really take 20 minutes. And I'm going to share with you what that 20 minutes will look like, but 20 minutes, not 1 hour, 20 minutes, okay? So anyone can find 20 minutes, I know you can, to be able to get that midsection the way you like and burn the belly fat and get slim, strong, and feel freaking sexy, really sexy. Because you do, because you're healthy and you have tone and you feel great, very confident. The second most mistake I see busy people make to burn the belly fat, slim down, and get strong is they think that they need to do like long-standing cardio or running or jogging or all this cardio, when actually that is the opposite that you need to do. And what that typically leads to, unless you love it, if you love running, run. That's fine. But you don't need to run to burn the belly fat and get slim and strong and feel sexy. In fact, that's the opposite. We're going to want to do other things than just chronic cardio, okay? Because if you think about it, chronic cardio, how many people have you heard that do running and jogging and they hurt their knees all the time? Well, it's not because running is bad. It's actually because they're not doing it properly. But also, it is not the right type of exercise if you are looking to burn the belly fat and get slim and strong and sexy. That is something more for kind of fun, but it's going to set you back if you only do cardio. Okay, we're going to do other forms of exercise, not this chronic cardio. Okay, so if you don't like cardio, then woohoo, you're in the right place. Okay. The third reason why I see most busy people fail to get results from working out and get that flat belly is they think that they need to always rely on motivation to get up and do their exercise or eat a certain way or whatnot. And so they start motivated because they see a picture of themselves and they're really unhappy with the wide tire around their middle. Or maybe they're embarrassed, or maybe they're ashamed, or maybe they came from the doctor's office and the doctor said, listen, like you're on your way to a heart attack and you need to lose some weight. So they start motivated, but it's fast and fleeting. We can't just rely on motivation. That will not last very long. And the key to losing the belly fat and keep it off for life is you need to be consistent. And so motivation is fleeting. What you're going to want to tap into instead is discipline. And so putting it in your schedule, like in an appointment to yourself, and then sticking to that. Okay, that is really the only way. Okay, we can grab these shiny objects, this one pill that's designed to do this or that. Well, actually, it's going to take a little bit of work, but just a little bit. You're going to learn the type of work it's going to take. But really, when you do the right things, 20 minutes, you're going to rely on discipline, which is actually going to take you other parts of your life. It's really going to enhance your character, because once you learn how to do this discipline thing, you'll be disciplined in other areas of your life, like your career, or bringing through children, or walking your dog, or whatever it is. But when you learn the skill of discipline, this will take you through for life in other areas. Okay. So 3 reasons why I see people fail. So I just want to share that with you. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you exactly what we're going to want to do to fight this over 40 belly fat and keep it off for life. Okay. And so we are going to think about getting into some proper resistance training. There is a book called Resistance Training Revolution for a Reason by Sal DiStefano. And it's because this is the muscle. When you do resistance training, you are actually building the muscle to be strong. You are getting stronger. Okay. When you do, then what happens is everything in the body becomes strong. And that does include a strong core, a strong belly. Okay. And when you do this sort of thing, you're just doing a little bit of exercise to get results you will get benefits for the rest of the day. Okay. Just by doing 20 minutes of resistance training. So 20 minutes will allow you to have benefits for the rest of the day. What kind of benefits? Well, the first one is you will definitely have easier fat loss. Your body, when it starts to get strong by doing resistance training, you will be able to burn body fat very, very easy without starving. Okay. And without depriving. No, this is by doing resistance training. You're also going to get this beautiful tone, this beautiful shape that you see, that you admire, like walking along the street or walking along the beach or walking wherever, and you see a really healthy body. People admire that. And it feels good to have that because you've worked for it. All right. And so building muscle will give you that gorgeous, sexy tone that you've been looking for. And it doesn't take very long. Again, 20 minutes. It will give you the third benefit to resistance training. Okay, to burn the belly fat, is it will also give you a vast increase of energy. So what happens is after you do these 20 minutes of resistance training the right way, then what you're going to do is you're going to 10 times your energy for the rest of the day. Okay, it's going to give you energy for the rest of the day. Can you imagine having 10 times more energy the rest of the day? How does your life look like with 10 times more energy? Can you imagine if you have a career, like where that's going to take you? If you're going to be taking your kids out, okay, how much more playful you will likely be. Maybe your dog's going to be happy because it gets to get a longer walk, right? But your mood also follows energy. Don't you find that? When you have more energy and you wake up feeling great, isn't your mood better? And don't you find that when your mood is better, people kind of respond to you better? Yeah, because you're responding to them better. It's a reflection of you. So do you see how far-reaching the effect of just 20 minutes doing a type of resistance training that's not only going to give you that belly fat, the loss in belly fat, it's going to help you in all areas of your life. Number 4, it's going to help with brain performance. Yes, it is a cognitive boost. It actually builds neural pathways in your brain. So if you're struggling with memory loss, or if you're struggling with brain fog, or if you're on the way to premature dementia, start doing resistance training. 20 minutes is all you need to do. Can you imagine a better brain? Like, how much more can you get done in a day? How much more confident will you be with a better brain? you will be able to accomplish more things. And if you do, you'll have a more adventurous life. Like really, really, really anchor that, okay? It's not just fighting the over 40 belly fat, it's actually improving the quality of your life, okay? Number 5, positive mood change. Yeah, and also because you look in the mirror and go, oh my gosh, look, I'm so proud of how good I look. And I'm doing this without starving, without shortcuts. No, I'm doing the work for 20 minutes to do resistance training. And wow, I am proud, okay? So it's not like you're entitled. No, you worked for it, but 20 minutes, we can find 20 minutes. The 6th reason, the surprising benefit of doing resistance training to fight the over 40 belly fat is it will absolutely boost that immune system. Now, there's so much talk about the after effects of COVID. I hear about this first it was COVID. Now it's the after long-term effects of having COVID. Well, that's an immune issue. Why don't we support the immune system so that it can reverse the effects of COVID? Yes, it can. And then you can have a peace of mind knowing that, no, I'm fine and I will be fine because I'm taking care of my body now. Okay. And so that is what the resistance training will do for you. 20 minutes will help boost your immune system. Okay. It really, really does that. And then better mobility. So that means that this is number 7, better mobility. So that means as you age, when you're over 40, you kind of start to feel a bit of, tightness in the joint and lack of mobility, maybe pain here or there. Well, it doesn't get better until you actually take care of it. And so when you get into resistance training, you're actually bringing in the circulation in the body. The movements that you do are mindful movements, and they're compounded exercise so that when you do your exercise, you're not only are you boosting metabolism to burn the belly fat, but you're also improving your mobility because you're doing the exercises correctly. Okay, so you're actually practicing a new skill, and that alone is good for brain health. So I really hope that I have sent the message to, yes, it is about burning the belly fat. Yes, it is fighting the over 40, being overweight, but actually look how far reaching this is than just the belly fat. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop this share, and I have laid a lot on you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm wondering if anyone here that is watching this has any questions so far. Any questions? No questions right now. Okay. When you do, please post them so that I can answer them for everyone to hear. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, and we are going to go back to the training. All right. So let's talk about easy fat loss and easy fat loss. So what I mean by easy fat loss is when you start getting into this form of resistance training, okay, at the end of this, I'm actually going to show you the one exercise that you can do to really start to tone the midsection so that it is an area where you start to remove the flab, but also you start to build up the 6-pack in an easy, simple way. Okay, that'll be near the end. But right now, what I want to share with you is getting into resistance training, you're going to burn fat throughout the whole body. Okay, and so if you're looking to get toned, you can't get toned without burning body fat. Okay, so when you do resistance training, you're actually sending the signal to build muscle, but also when you do this, you're improving your ability to lose body fat. Okay, so to lose body fat, we've got to get into some resistance training. Otherwise, if you look at burning body fat, belly fat by just running or doing other exercises other than resistance training, then you will actually end up a skinny fat. That is something you likely don't want to do. That is something I was when I did my chronic cardio, thinking that I had to lose weight that way. Then I turned it around and learned about the magic in resistance training, just 20 minutes a day. So I thought I'd share that with you. So building muscle, 3 key facts. The first thing is it is aesthetically pleasing. You are going to put some nice shape into that body, and you can spot train. Okay, and so you're going to learn about exercises for the belly particularly and getting it flat. At the same time, it is aesthetically pleasing if you can do the right type of resistance training. It looks beautiful. It looks aesthetically pleasing. You look like a goddess, really. And it's something to be proud of, okay? It also, if you have osteoporosis like I did, I reversed it, all natural. But if you do have it, it's a non-negotiable. If it's a non-negotiable, if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, you must do resistance training. Otherwise, you will keep breaking those bones down, okay? And so either you do the work now or you're going to pay the price later. And that is an absolute fact. Because when you work out the body, not only are you building muscle, you are building bone. Bone is active tissue. You are building active tissue in your bone. So we can't wish for it. We have to work for it. But again, it's so far reaching that when you start the right way and you do the right exercises, you will almost feel like, why didn't I do this before? I know you're going to feel that way. Okay. Which is good because it's like addicting, but it's a good addiction. It's also going to assist in healthy aging. Okay. So just think about this. When you start to do resistance training, okay, you're going to be able to, in years to come, carry your own groceries. These are lifestyle things you're going to need to do when you're older, but you've got to get the muscle to be able to do it, okay? And so best to start now. You'll be able to carry your groceries. You'll be able to pick yourself up if you fall, okay? If you fall, you may break a bone, but if you have strong body, you likely won't break a bone, okay? And your bones will be strong. And so just think about this. Do the work now so that you don't pay the price later, okay? Plus, you'll like doing this. So you will be building your body. When we talk about a vast increase in exercise, what you're going to do is when you start exercising, you're actually going to need to eat more because you're going to need to eat more to build the muscle. You're going to need to eat more to actually trim down the belly fat. Yes, that is true. And why I say that is because we're doing this and you're exercising, you're eating more to build up the metabolism so that you have a solid base so that if you do want to cut your calories after and start to maybe trim down a bit, you can. But you build a solid foundation up first, then you do the cut. So you bulk and then you do the cut. You can do a small cut. And that's a healthy way to actually live your life. There'll be periods where you're going to eat more and you're going to exercise more. There's going to be periods when you're going to eat less and exercise less. You don't want to keep doing the same things all the time, but you do want to start by actually building up a strong foundation by resistance training and eating more, which is exactly the phase that I'm in right now. I'm in like the bulking phase, eating more and exercising more. Okay, this is how I'm doing to boost my metabolism to the next level. Because again, after age 40, this is what we must do to then be able to keep this metabolism humming so that when we get older, we're not going to be crashing like a lot of others will do because we've built a solid foundation. Sorry, it's a bit muddled here, but when we talk about brain performance, that's what the resistance training does. Yes, it will get you that, the flat tummy, but it's also going to improve your ability to learn new things because you're actually working out is a skill. Okay. We need to get away from it working out like it's getting you like losing weight. We're doing this to create a skill to be able to get strong, to then help the body in all different ways. Okay. And so it's going to help your brain as well. And I don't know if you've heard the term brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, but these are the neural pathways in your brain that actually do grow when you do resistance training. So I'm actually going to stop the share and see if there's any questions right now. I'll be in number 5. So any questions here? Anyone watching and you have a question, even Rona, if you have one, please feel free to chime in and let me know what it is so I can answer it for everybody. And if not, then I'm going to go back to my training. Any questions? No questions. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the training. Give me a second here. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to talk about positive mood changes. So again, this is the benefit. Not only will you get positive mood changes because you're going to see an incredible improvement in your body shape by doing resistance training, and how you're going to reduce that midsection to a level that you like, so your clothes are fitting better. But also, there has been many studies actually show that resistance training is like medicine to the body. It's like movement is medicine. And this type of medicine to the body helps lower mild to moderate forms of depression. And how it does that is because it raises your neurotransmitters responsible for get up and go, feeling positive, feeling motivated, motivated and happy. And those are dopamine, serotonin, and epinephrine. Those are 3 neurotransmitters that the body upregulates when you're doing resistance training. Okay, so if you have a form of, if you're on your way, you're irritable, you're depressed, if you just start 20 minutes of resistance training, you will see an incredible improvement in your mood. Okay. Also, not only that, when you are depressed, science shows that your hippocampus, that's a section in your brain, it actually shrinks. So, because it's like a muscle in its own, it's shrinking because it's not being used. Well, guess what? Resistance training has been shown to increase that one muscle, hippocampus. So that, again, this is another way that you can move past depression and into freedom and into peace of mind and into optimism and into you realizing your dream. It's your life. Let's make it the best. Life is meant to be a playground, okay? But let's do the right thing so that we can have fun in our playground. The other thing that resistance training does, it helps you with focus. So if you have ADD, ADHD, we must get into resistance training because resistance training helps you become more mindful. Okay, you have to be thinking about the exercise before you do it for you to be able to do it properly. Remember, we're doing this like we're looking at like we're improving a skill. Okay, you're practicing the skill of a squat. You're practicing the skill of a chest press. You're practicing a skill of a bench press. One of those kind of things. You're practicing the skill, and it makes working out, you look at it completely differently. Okay, not like you're beating yourself up to lose weight. No, we're looking at it differently. Like, I am practicing this skill. And then you'll see how each time you get into that same movement, you're getting better and better and better. And that lifts depression right off the tracks. Okay. So here we talk about immune system. When a little bit of a deeper dive into this immune system and how resistance training helps with the immune system, okay, it actually helps to activate what we call myocytes. These are signaling proteins of the immune system. When you do resistance training, you're activating these myocytes, okay? And so this is the mechanism of how you're going to boost and improve your immune system, okay? Not only that, if you have diabetes and you're watching this, if you have diabetes 1, if you have diabetes type 2, if you have pre-diabetes, if you have blood sugar imbalances, resistance training is going to improve insulin sensitivity so that you can move away from insulin resistance, which is this diabetes issue, into insulin sensitive, which is a really strong, like, balanced blood sugar situation. It will do that, and that correlates with balanced immune system as well. Not only that, the belly fat that you're carrying, this is because of a blood sugar imbalance. This is because of a blood sugar imbalance, because you're carrying it around the center. When you have a blood sugar imbalance, it's going to negatively affect your immune system, but it's also negatively going to affect your midsection. Okay, so we got to think about that. Now, better mobility. If you have better mobility, you're going to be able to enjoy your workouts more. If you enjoy your workouts more, you're going to be more consistent with your workouts. You'll be more motivated, I guess. You'll be more disciplined because it's easy for you to work out. If it's difficult and it hurts, you're likely not going to work out. So when you start with your resistance training to burn the belly fat, you're also going to improve your mobility to then the whole body starts to be well, so that you're going to enjoy your workouts more and you stay consistent, okay? Now remember, if you're not consistent and you're not using it, you're going to lose it. So that's why, like, you mark it in your calendar. These are the days I'm going to do my resistance training, 20 minutes on this day, 20 minutes on this day, just 2 times a week. And you'll see that just be consistent and you will get incredible results. I'm going to stop the share and see if there's any questions right now. Are there any questions for me as I'm going through the training on how you're going to burn the belly fat and how you're going to do this by doing resistance training? Okay. Any questions on that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you right now with 2 things. The first one is I have an offer for you for anyone watching and is really struggling with getting into their best body, and they're really tired of the BS diets. They're tired of starving. They're tired of, what do I do? I hear this thing, I hear that thing. Butter's good, butter's not good. Plant-based diet is good. Maybe a carnivore diet's good. I'm not really sure. Should I be vegan? But like all these questions. Well, actually, it depends. And the answer is always it depends. It depends on the person. So I do customized plans. So I'm going to give you an offer at the end. But before I do that, I'm also going to give you one more value piece, and that is the stomach vacuums. This is the one exercise that I found that really, really helped me get that 6-pack and keep it. And so I'm going to actually demonstrate them right now. Okay. So I don't know if you can see me here, but here is the belly. And this is what I did today in the gym for, you want to do 10 of these. Every time you do your exercise routine, make sure you add in 10 of these. Okay. And so these are called stomach vacuums. So what we're going to do is we're going to blow all of our air out, all of it. Then we're going to draw our belly in like a vacuum. And we're going to be like a sieve, we're going to be like a vacuum, and we're going to draw the belly in, and we're going to count to 10. This is also good for your respiratory system too, because your cardiovascular system, because you're improving the tone of your respiratory system, okay? So it's multifactorial. So I'm going to demonstrate right now. Ready? Okay, blow it all out. That's 1. So you're going to do 10 of those. And what you're going to find is, my son Trey taught me this, okay? He's 16. And you're going to find you're going to get that nice definition around the core, and it's going to feel strong. And when that happens, your back is going to feel strong, and you're going to feel way more comfortable in like your shorts and your bikini and that, because you're going to have it nice and toned, okay? So I really, really hope that was beneficial to you. Remember, you're going to do this 10 times, even 5 times. It doesn't matter. Just get consistent with what you're doing. So I'm going to go back to my share. One moment. Okay. So as homework, what we're going to do is you're going to find a resistance training program that is one that fits your body. I have one that I use for my clients. It's called MAPS Aesthetic, and it actually helps you be beach body ready, okay? And the workouts are foundational, which means you're actually working out your whole body 2 times a week, just 20 minutes, 2 times a week. And what you're doing is you're sending the signal to the body parts to build more muscle. When you do, we talk about the 7 benefits of doing that. One would be the flat belly fat. You're removing that, and you're getting that 6-pack. But also you've got other things that you're benefiting by doing this type of exercise. I have a different program called MAPS Anywhere if you can't go to the gym, because really you can do this right at home. You're using your body as weight instead of weights as weight. No problem at all. Very easy to do. You just got to know what to do. So if anyone here is interested in those 2 programs, I'm happy to share what they look like. And if you want to work with me, then that is exactly what I help with. So just make sure that you send a message to me ready, and we can talk about scheduling a 30-minute free strategy call, and I can find out where you are, what you're doing, and what your goal is, and I will share with you a strategy to get you your goal quicker, faster, again, without starving, without stressing, without depriving, or any of these BS diets. Okay, so again, I'm here for you. I have 2 spots left for this type of program, and anyone who's serious and ready to start, let me know and we can start the conversation. I want you to have a great day, and I'll put this in the replay, so whoever wasn't here can watch in the replay. Again, you can reach out to me if you have any questions, and I want to thank you so much for joining today. Next week, we're actually going to talk about mindset and mindset mastery. So moving away from fear and guilt and shame and moving into empowerment and positivity and reaching your goals in a way you're going to think your way to your goal. Okay, so I can't wait to share that. But in the meantime, have a great week, and please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you next week.